Today we're looking at a Reebok Blacktop model that it's not that well known, but I was able to buy a pair just recently all the way from Eastern Europe, and I'm so happy to show it to you today. Hey guys, welcome back to the Kicks Reasons channel, and today we're looking at the Reebok Blacktop Insta Pump Trap. This is an excellent looking Reebok Blacktop model that came around 94, 95 year. Unfortunately, I don't have the box for it to show it to you, but it's classic, the one with the blue and the giant vector logo. This is from the time where Reebok were really coming up with incredible designs. We had the Vertical series coming out, we had the preseason, we had the Insta Pump just released and announced. It was everywhere, and the Blacktop was keeping up as well with crazy designs and incorporating the Insta Pump. A lot of you will be wondering, how do you find in these pairs? And I constantly get questions like that on Instagram or on YouTube. And the answer is simple. Just keep an eye out there on eBay, other apps, OfferUp, Depop, whatever it's out there, install it and just keep an eye out. Just search by the name. And if something comes up in your specific size, grab it, especially if the price is right. And the price was right on this one. I grabbed them for $100, shipped all the way from the other side of Europe to the United States. And some of you will probably notice the similarity between this pair and this pair that you probably have seen in my previous videos. They have the exact same outsole, midsole tooling, and unfortunately I don't know the name of the one that doesn't have the pump, and the upper is slightly different, and I'm going to walk you through some of the differences here. Obviously, if you've seen the previous video, you saw that the black pair has this super rugged reinforced rubber toe. Where you're playing outside on the court and people are stepping on your toes, you're not going to be feeling any problems with these ones because they're so well built. They're built like tanks. These were made to be hooped outside on the outdoors courts. There's pavement, there's concrete and stuff like that. So as always, the Blacktop line had very rugged outsole, super hard rubber, but in combination with this on the toe box, was excellent. And here we don't have a pump, but we have super puffy thong that has the Reebok and the Blacktop logos on it. And I absolutely love this logo. This old school Blacktop logo, they changed it a little bit for the next year, but this classic one is probably one of my favorite logos. It's incredible looking, it is amazing, it's well designed, and whoever created the logo specifically, props to you, because as a kid in my high school classes, when I was bored, I was just drawing those Blacktop logos all the time. So now back to the trap. Why do I grab this pair? If it was the black one, I probably would have not got it, because I knew that the black pair is going to be made in the same combination of synthetics and synthetic nubuck. And the problem there is over time it cracks, it crumbles. Even when you run your finger on it, it kind of gives the color, and this black comes off of it. And the only synthetic nubuck here is on that strap, that cross strap that goes from the lateral to the medial side and back to the lateral side, of course, with a hook and loop right here. Oh, back in the day it was actual Velcro. Now most of them are just hook and loop strap, but we have a Blacktop right on top of it, and this one provides some extra containment for your foot. The rest of the shoe is almost entirely made with genuine leather. We're talking about genuine leather on the toe box, where this patch on the black pair without the pump have the rubber. Here we have extra leather patch on top of it to protect your toe. We have genuine leather material on the both lateral and medial panels, and even around your heel right here where the logo, where the tiny vector logo is, this is all genuine leather. Super soft, and the only synthetic leather is that small underlay that kind of goes around the heel. You barely see it, and when you get on close-ups you can definitely see the difference, but it has not started to crumble or crack or anything like that. So I think it's pretty well preserved. Again, we have the same exact giant logo on the heel, part of the outsole that overextends over the heel, and we have these very signature holes that are going around your heel, where the lateral, the medial side, the heel, and where the pull strap is. This was kind of done for extra ventilation. And of course, the star of the show is the midfoot section pump. Again, it's Insta Pump, but the manual one works even today, 30 years later. You're pumping it, you're putting like 10 pumps and it's already inflated and it's deflating with no problem. I miss those days when those pumps were functional and they were absolutely amazing. And that exact inner liner you're gonna see on the close-ups has been used in many models of the time. including my Grail and one of my favorite models, the Alternative, which is on my logo on Instagram. If you see it, this is the Blacktop Alternative, also famously rocked by Nick the Quick Van Exel on the court. And of course, these, if I pull the insole out, you'll see one of the best insoles of the time. I've showed it before in other models. Super thick, 6-7 millimeter thick insole. The pattern on the bottom is in the shapes of hexagonals, or just like the Hexalite looks like. We have extra thickness where the arch is, and these are easily pulled out. You can wash them, you can kind of clean them up, refresh them. We have Reebok and Blacktop logo right on top. Excellent insole. I miss those days again, where insoles like that were provided. Now we're getting right on the mill, super cheapy insoles that are not good at all. And of course here, if we look at the outsole and midsole section, this midsole will never crumble. This midsole is done in polylite, it's not polyurethane. That's why it's still soft today, and that's why it's still preserved, so you can actually wear these with no problem. And again, that's why the white pair is preferable. If you see it anywhere, buy it, because you can still wear it. Even if it goes and unglues itself, you can easily repair and re-glue it without any problems, but it's not gonna crumble. It's still very soft. If I push with my fingers, you will see how soft that midsole is. And the outsole is still very sturdy. And of course, responsible for the cushioning is that genuine Hexalite right on the bottom. You will see it, the exact same one that we have on the black pair as well. Functioning Hexalite, very comfortable. You can feel it even today when you step in these. It's excellent. We have smaller Reebok and Vector logo on the bottom, and the Blacktop outsoles were always kind of a more muted, almost entirely black. Here and there a few colors. Well, with the combination of black and white here is predominantly made. So what else I can say? These are excellent. I mean, I'm so happy I was able to find this pair, and you know, eBay always comes up with these pairs all over the world. Whenever I can see a pair like this and the price is right, I go ahead and buy it, because I absolutely love these vintage pairs. And especially in a leather made like this, these will stay forever. They're not gonna just disintegrate and crumble like the synthetics. You can even put them on your feet and wear them casually around, you know, going somewhere if you want to really. For me, it's a piece of my collection. It's gonna go on the shelf, and soon I'm gonna be transitioning to my new room, my quote-unquote sneaker room, so you guys can see behind me a lot of vintage pairs, a lot of other pairs. I will be rotating them, so you can ask me questions. You can see some of those awesome pairs that I have throughout the years and the decades that I've been collecting. So I'm really happy that I was able to grab this pair of the Reebok Insta Pump Trap, part of the Blacktop series, to add it to the collection and kind of add it to the upgraded version of this one, because this was the step down. It didn't feature the pump, but it had the same exact midsole and outsole. And all these have so much detail. The design is so outgoing. I don't think sneakers like that even exist today. They are not created like this, unfortunately. We have most of the sneakers today, they look like they're socks with soles, or they just lack any creative ideas. No overlays, no underlays. Everything is trying to make them like super clean and stuff like that. It's just not my thing. I prefer the 90s, especially the early 90s, from like 89 to about 95, 96. I think this is the best time, or was the best time, for any sneaker company, including Reebok, was on top of their game. And the Insta Pump Trap, it's one of those really awesome looking sneakers, and I'm so glad that I can share them with you guys and you can see them. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Hit the thumbs up if you like the video, stay tuned to the channel, subscribe if you're new, check out some of the other videos coming very soon. And as always, guys, you have a wonderful day.